And we are live. NashvilleLou live, back on the air. This time with AEW Fight Forever. February 12th, 2025. I'm your host, Lou Pickney. We'll have some Twitchy Tides games here in a bit. Right now we've got 5 players in for this first game. If you want to join the list, just type !play in chat. Congratulations to Tree Frog Nada, who won that Win Nessie Storm Scale Mint number 69, that bounty block. Tree Frog Nada was the big winner. The other winners got the consolation prizes: G Daddy, Jungle Banano, Cartman Bra, and Puzzle Puzzler. So congratulations to the winners. Thanks to everybody that participated. Alright, so this is the modded version of AEW Fight Forever. Got more options. Many thanks to the modding community. NexusMods.com is the website that has all the mods that I downloaded. I'm not a computer programmer. I don't know how they figured this out, but they did. We'll be making this a lot more fun, this Casino Battle Royale match. Now, some of the wrestlers I've got, the creator wrestlers, I don't have it set up properly yet, so can't use the Road Warriors or the Steiners. And that's on me. I've got to go through it. It's limited time. But the actual photos, that's one of the mods they have, actual real photos of these people, which makes sense. I don't know why they made the cartoonish, buffoonish kind of look they had for the actual game itself without the mods. Alright. I was missing Zack Sabre Jr. I must have forgotten to put him in there. It's tough keeping track of this, and just to get this to work properly is a bit of an ask. Let's use Tetsuya Naito. Tranquilo, take it easy. New IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champion. Rolling this back to version 1.0.5 meant getting rid of those make-believe wrestlers that were just absolutely drove me crazy. Hurt the experience. I know one of the people in the modding community said there's a possibility to be able to mod those with actual, like people that work backstage but they didn't put in the game, like Chris Hero, Christopher Daniels, Dean Malenko. How much fun would it be to have Dean Malenko in this game? Maybe someday. Only through modding, though. I hope the developers move on, the actual AEW games, to move on to something else and let the mods, people that do the mods, handle this, because it's a lot of fun. We'll use the Stars Arena. Very limited options, very bare bones with some of that. But there are some arenas that have been created. One step at a time for me when it comes to modding. I want to be, got the controller. Time on our tradition, the controller coming unplugged. Oh, I've got to find a better way to make that not happen. Here we go. It'll be a Casino Battle Royale match.
Is a Casino Battle Royale.
Everybody wants to win the Casino Royale.
It's a timed entry Battle Royal 21-person event. You start with 4 wrestlers in there. You'll never have more than 4 in the ring at any time in this video game version of it. You go until you get a winner. King of Diamonds, so I should be relatively late. It's a very unfair match. Just look at the draw who comes in early. It takes an extra a couple of moments for it to load when you've got mods running. Just the nature of the beast with it. We have 7 people in for that first Twitchy Tides game of the broadcast. Winner will receive a Blockchain Brawlers deck card, an item from the NashvilleLou collection. And then for that first game, got a Pen Art Valentine 2025 pack. We'll give that away for the first one and the last later. Cody Rhodes entering.
And his opponent, Trent Beretta.
The in-game music I've turned off due to the copyright monsters. Special thanks to Carl Casey at Wipeout Audio. Makes much of the great background music I use here.
Next, Andrade El Idolo. And Hangman Adam Page.
It's AEW Fight Forever here on NashvilleLou Live. It's the modded version. A controller now, so it'll probably be in later in this match, where it's a timed entry event. But when I say timed entry, when somebody gets thrown out, somebody else comes in relatively quickly. So it's Hangman, Adam Page, quite the lineup to start with. You got Cody Rhodes, Trent Beretta, Andrade, and Hangman Adam Page to start it out. T-shirts in the crowd are modded to be like 1990 style. You got Austin 316, NWO, Cartman, ECW. And for all the limitations that were very frustrating with this game, it makes it all the more fun to see what the modders have come up with these designs that are possible. Once I'm sure I have things figured out with these character designs, then we'll worry about these modded arenas. There's some really nice designs out there. Andrade works on Hangman. AEW Fight Forever, NashvilleLou Live. Cody Rhodes battles with Trent Beretta. Andrade's got a signature. He's going to have a special. Look out, Hangman. That hammerlock DDT. Head damage for Hangman. Danger. Beretta. The chop for Cody Rhodes. Hangman's wobbly. He's lucky nobody's going after him. Beretta drops Andrade. Now Hangman's fired up. So we have 8 people in for that first Twitchy Tides game. We'll have that after the conclusion of this Casino Battle Royale match. We need a minimum of 10 players to have a Twitchy Tides game that counts for the leaderboard. Welcome to NashvilleLou Live. This is AEW Fight Forever, the modded version of the game. I'll be in at some point playing as Tetsuya Naito. I'll be tranquilo. Be patient for him to come in. Drop kick. Nice elevation there by Andrade. Taking down Beretta. Now Andrade battling with Cody Rhodes. Andrade's got a special again. Look out, he's been effective early. Look at that hammerlock DDT on Cody Rhodes. Head damage to the orange for Cody. Scoop and a slam. Strength of Trent Beretta on Hangman. Be careful though, Hangman's close to having that signature meter up there. Cody back against the ropes, literally. Big open hand chop for Andrade. It's a Casino Battle Royale match. An AEW Fight Forever here on NashvilleLou Live. I'll be in at some point as Tetsuya Naito. Trent Beretta, stuff pile driver on Hangman. Cody trying to pin Andrade. It's not that kind of match, Cody. The only way to be eliminated is to be thrown over the top rope to the floor. Beretta's got a special, but for how much longer? Long enough to hit this. The Dude Buster's going to drop Hangman. Hangman, head damage in the red. Cody Rhodes with a headbutt on Andrade. Cody got a special. Look out for the crossroads. It's danger for Hangman. Hangman, Adam Page is out. So Nyla Rose enters the match, joining Cody Rhodes, Trent Beretta, and Andrade. Beretta lost his special there. Nyla comes in nearly at signature strength. She'll have it here. Beretta and Cody team up on Andrade. It's NashvilleLou Live. We'll have a Twitchy Tides game coming up with the conclusion of this CBR match. Stuff pile driver on Cody Rhodes. Nyla Rose with her special. Pile driver on Andrade. Beretta avoiding that desperation impulse from Andrade trying to sucker in Trent. Andrade eliminated by Beretta. Abaddon enters the match, joining Nyla Rose, Cody Rhodes, and Trent Beretta. Nyla barely hanging on there. They're going to try skinning the cat. Will Abaddon knock her off the apron? No. Abaddon tried. Nyla Rose takes down Cody and Beretta. You never know what's going to happen in That Casino Battle Royale match in AEW Fight Forever. The strength of Nyla Rose throwing Abaddon across the ring. Abaddon takes down Cody and Nyla Rose. Abaddon backs up Beretta. Beretta blocks the punch, but that knocked Abaddon far enough back that Beretta was out of striking distance. Beretta takes down Cody. Nyla Rose going after Beretta. Those shots connected. In this game, it feels like it when the strikes connect. It's a very difficult thing to pull off. This game has some serious flaws, but this match in particular is great. At least I enjoy it. Cody Rhodes has a signature, but have a special. Beast bomb by Nyla Rose on Abaddon. Cody. The special going to run out. It will. Nyla Rose eliminates Cody Rhodes. Pac enters the match, joining Trent Beretta, Abaddon, and Nyla Rose. AEW Fight Forever, NashvilleLou Live. We got 8 people in for that first Twitchy Tides game of the broadcast. Following the conclusion of this match, look at Pac on the top rope. Moonsault off the top, catches Beretta. Striking shot. Nyla Rose running attack on Abaddon as Beretta's out along with Pac. Hey, it's Ricky Starks. Where's he been lately, huh? Abaddon's out. He's like, hey pal, you see me on Tuesday? Owen Hart. So it's Nyla Rose, Ricky Starks, Owen Hart, and Chris Statlander. You notice there's enough rotation with new wrestlers coming in that things don't ever, at least not usually, don't get stale. You get the same people in there for too long. You get these variations you normally wouldn't see. But Ricky Starks takes down Owen Hart and Nyla Rose. Spear by Starks on Owen. Statlander's got a special, but Nyla go into the corner. Statlander top rope. Ricky Starks hits Rochambeau on Owen Hart as Statlander hits a crossbody off the top on Nyla Rose. Statlander playing to the fans, albeit at some points, as Tetsuya Naito. Listen to the fans cheer for absolute Ricky Starks. Statlander with the offense on Owen Hart. Nyla Rose. Now some fans chanting for Nyla. Ricky Starks takes the offense to Owen Hart. Nyla Rose has her special. Look out, Statlander. Time for a beast bomb. Ricky Starks has a signature with Nyla Rose. With her special, it's time for a beast bomb on absolute Ricky Starks. Let's go, says Brazen Blake indeed. So we got 10 people in for that first Twitchy Tides game. It's going to be coming up at the conclusion of this Casino Battle Royale match here on NashvilleLou Live. Thanks everybody for taking the time to watch. Big clothesline by Ricky Starks on Nyla Rose. Glancing shot with that elbow on Owen. Fans cheering for Owen Hart. It's Chris Statlander, Ricky Starks, Nyla Rose, and Owen Hart. Side Russian leg sweep with authority from Owen Hart on Statlander. On Nyla Rose. Statlander working on Ricky Starks. Statlander picks up Ricky Starks and a rough landing for absolute Ricky Starks. Head damage. Speaking of head damage, tombstone pile driver by Owen Hart on Nyla Rose. But Statlander's got her specials. Thought I could drop on your head. Orange head damage for Owen Hart. Been there for a while. Fans cheering for Ricky Starks. Nyla Rose is going to drop Ricky Starks' throat first across that top rope, then just fall on him. Owen Hart battles with Chris Statlander. It's AEW Fight Forever, NashvilleLou Live with the Twitchy Tides game coming up at the conclusion of this Casino Battle Royale match. And we'll be in there at some point as Tetsuya Naito. But for the video game version of this match, it's at most 4 wrestlers in the game at once. Ricky Starks has his special. Time for Rochambeau on Owen Hart. And look at the strength of Statlander. Dropping Nyla Rose there. I think that move, at least at one point, called the Big Bang Theory. Not sure if that's still the name. Statlander with a signature again. For special. Look out, Ricky Starks. Body slam by Owen Hart as Statlander then takes the offense to Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks. Head damage to the orange for Ricky. Statlander on the offense here. Keep in mind, Nyla Rose, 2 eliminations. Been effective, but she's been in there for a bit. Bloody back suplex on Owen Hart by Chris Statlander. It's AEW Fight Forever, NashvilleLou Live for the Twitchy Tides game coming up. We got 11 people in. Be the first one of the broadcast. If you want to join, just type !play in chat. Nobody home with that drop kick attempt by Ricky Starks. Nyla Rose dropping Statlander face first into the top rope, which in most cases is a misnomer. It's not actually a rope, it's a steel cable. Those things hurt. Owen's got a special, but time's about to run out. And lock in the sharpshooter. Look out, Statlander. Oh, she blocked it. And the longer they battled, the more time Naito has to just be tranquilo there in the back and rest up. Go behind by Statlander on Owen Hart. Fans getting behind Chris Statlander. Statlander and Nyla Rose get taken down by Owen Hart. Decided to wear gear that matched the ring layout there. Special for Owen. And now Owen Hart's going to go for that sharpshooter, it looked like, on Ricky Starks. Maybe not. Instead, it's going to be Chris Statlander getting the sharpshooter from Owen Hart. You can't submit in this match, but you can get severely weakened. Suplex on Nyla Rose by Ricky Starks, who looks like trying to get out of AEW. Had to be patient. And those fans, they flip pretty fast, huh? From Owen to Ricky on the chance. Ricky Starks goes on the offense. Body damage to the red for Nyla Rose. Ricky Starks, again, is going to hit Rochambeau. Owen Hart taken down by Ricky Starks. Now Nyla Rose and Statlander team up. And chops on Ricky Starks. It's AEW Fight Forever. NashvilleLou Live. We've got 12 people in for the first Twitchy Tides game of the broadcast. It'll follow the conclusion of this Casino Battle Royale match. I'll be in it at some point as Tetsuya Naito. Congratulations to Tree Frog Nada, who won that Nessie Storm Scale Mint number 69. Grand prize winner. Snap suplex by Ricky Starks on Owen Hart. A German suplex by Nyla Rose on Chris Statlander. But Ricky Starks has his signature. He did for a moment. Now Nyla has hers. Samoan drop. Scoop and a slam on Statlander by Owen Hart. Starks takes down Nyla Rose and Owen Hart. Ricky Starks has his special. But first, it'll be Nyla Rose hitting her special at Base Bomb. Statlander, danger of the health meter for Statlander. Owen Hart, Ricky Starks, Nyla Rose, and Chris Statlander, the 4 in there at the moment. And there goes Chris Statlander. The Bunny enters the match. So the Bunny will join Owen Hart, Ricky Starks, and Nyla Rose. Owen's got a special. Owen was hoping to hit the sharpshooter, go for that on the Bunny, but special ran out. Nyla Rose takes down Ricky Starks and the Bunny. Owen's got a signature. Could be time for a tombstone pile driver. Instead, it'll be time for Nyla Rose to be thrown out. Powerhouse Hobbs, that's the Jack of Diamonds. My card's the King of Diamonds, so I could be in relatively soon. You never know for sure this match. It's also easy to lose track of how many have been in. It's a 21-person event in total, but they use the playing card gimmicks. They don't tell you what number the entrant is. Now, the way to work around that is to pay attention, I guess, but there's a lot to keep track of. Look at the power of Hobbs taking down Owen Hart. Danger for Owen. The Bunny eliminates Owen Hart. Here comes Jericho and Enzugiri by the Bunny. Powerhouse Hobbs completely no-sold it. A pose from Absolute Ricky Starks as Jericho enters the match. I meant there's a couple of different variations on Jericho that you can use for the mods. Spear by Ricky Starks on Chris Jericho. Powerhouse Hobbs takes down the Bunny. Ricky Starks hit Rochambeau on Chris Jericho. I'll be in at some point, probably soon, as Tetsuya Naito. I believe that'll be my first time using them on stream. Jericho hanging on. The Bunny's in the way of Powerhouse Hobbs. That saved the day there for Jericho. Ricky Starks has his special. Look at the agility of Chris Jericho. Slingshotting himself in and taking down Powerhouse Hobbs. And look at the Bunny taking down Jericho and Starks. The Bunny has her special. A slap for Ricky Starks from the Bunny. Starks still in the match. Now Jericho thrown across the ring by Powerhouse Hobbs. Open hand chop by Hobbs on Jericho. It's AEW Fight Forever, NashvilleLou Live. This Casino Battle Royale match. Ricky Starks, the Bunny, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Chris Jericho. Body slam by Jericho on Hobbs. And a spear. Starks got that momentum off the ropes, hit a spear on the Bunny. Starks has a special. That's time for Rochambeau. The finishing move by Ricky Starks on the Bunny. Powerhouse Hobbs battling with Chris Jericho. Hobbs inadvertently knocked out the Bunny. Ace, where's Justin Roberts on the microphone? So here comes Powerhouse Hobbs, and look at the strength of Ricky Starks hitting Rochambeau from Powerhouse Hobbs. So Dax Harwood enters the match, joining Chris Jericho, Ricky Starks, and Will Hobbs. Clothesline by Jericho on Powerhouse Hobbs. Starks and Dax Harwood of FTR. Walls of Jericho locked in on Powerhouse Hobbs by Chris Jericho. Modified figure four there by Dax Harwood on Ricky Starks. We got some chain wrestling in the middle of the match. Back elbow by Starks on Powerhouse Hobbs as Harwood battles with Jericho. And look at that, Starks eliminates Powerhouse Hobbs, and now here comes Brian Cage. Chris Jericho, Ricky Starks, Dax Harwood, and now Brian Cage into the match. I'll be in soon. I've got to be in there soon. Not that many spots left, you wouldn't think. In there soon is Tetsuya Naito. And that reverse figure four locked in by Harwood, and both Cage and Starks make the save. Spear by Ricky Starks on Dax Harwood. Brian Cage, get that size. Drill Claw dropping Jericho, and then a Rochambeau by Starks on Harwood. Ricky's in place of air guitar. Danger for Jericho. Elbow by Starks connects on Harwood. Brian Cage got Jericho backed up against that top rope. Enzugiri by Jericho takes down Ricky Starks. Does a kip up. Jericho swinging wildly. Harwood's down. It's AEW Fight Forever here on NashvilleLou Live. We got Twitchy Tides coming up. We got 13 people in for it. If you want to join the list, exclamation mark play in chat. Ricky Starks does oppose. Harwood looks at chin lock, or tries to, with Brian Cage. We'll see how well that works for him. Body slam on Starks by Jericho, who's lining up for that special at Judas Effect back elbow. Hits the ropes. Went for a clothesline. Knew that Ricky Starks was ready for him. Again, Dax Harwood using that inverted figure four. That's one way to handle a larger opponent. Get him down to a vertical base. Or off the vertical base. Chokehold by Dax. Working dirty. Big clothesline by Brian Cage and an elbow by Jericho. You never know what kind of partnerships, however fleeting they might be, might happen in this match. A lot of unpredictability that makes it by far the most fun, as far as I'm concerned, with this particular game. Dax, a meat slicer looking move there from Brian Cage, a rough landing. Jericho's got a special. So does Brian Cage. Look at those chops connecting there on Dax Harwood. Now Jericho with that special. Jericho go for the Lion Tamer. The knee to the back variation. That's the Lion Tamer. Can't crawl to the ropes with that. Jericho finally lets it go, knowing no submissions in this match. Running knee lift from Dax. You at some point have to throw your opponent out. That's the way it works. Jericho plays to the fans. As Harwood takes down Ricky Starks. Albeit at some point it's Tetsuya Naito. Ricky Starks, Dax Harwood, Brian Cage, and Chris Jericho, the four in there. Dax Harwood has a special. Ricky Starks hanging on, and then eliminated by Dax Harwood. Jeff Hardy enters the match. Joining Chris Jericho, Dax Harwood, and Brian Cage. It's a Casino Battle Royale match. Jericho's got a special. Jeff Hardy is his signature. Jericho sideswipes that dropkick attempt by Harwood, and the Judas Effect elbow takes down Dax Harwood. Side Russian leg sweep by Jericho on Jeff Hardy. Brian Cage eliminates Harwood. Keith Lee enters the match. Keith Lee's a lot of fun to use in this game. He's tough to play against. He's got the size and the agility. German suplex on Brian Cage. Not many people can pull that off. Keith Lee just did. Jeff Hardy eliminated by Jericho. Matt Hardy enters. Jeff Hardy out. Now Matt Hardy in. And look at the power of Keith Lee. Jericho tried that desperation impulse, but nobody nearby. German suplex by Keith Lee again on Brian Cage. Brian Cage has Jericho backed up against the ropes. Matt Hardy tries some MMA there against Keith Lee, but there's not any tapping out in this match. Matt Hardy's got a special, but a super kick. Brian Cage is his special. Twist of Fate by Matt Hardy on Brian Cage. Keith Lee throws Jericho to that top rope. A running knee strike there on Brian Cage. Jericho plays to the fans. It's AEW Fight Forever, NashvilleLou Live. We got 15 people in for Twitchy Tides. We'll have that coming up at the conclusion of this Casino Battle Royale match. I still haven't been in there yet. I mean, it's luck of the draw on this, and we'll be in there at some point as Tetsuya Naito. It was Brian Cage, Chris Jericho, Keith Lee, and Matt Hardy, the four in there at the moment. Look at the power of Matt Hardy with a body slam on Keith Lee. German suplex on Brian Cage by Jericho, and then a running drop kick by Jericho. Taking down Keith Lee. Everybody's hurt except for Matt Hardy at this point, the freshest in there. Brian Cage takes down Chris Jericho, twist of fate on Keith Lee by Matt Hardy, running knee lift by Hardy on Cage. Drop kick. The delete chant. Special for Matt Hardy. Twist of fate on Brian Cage. German suplex on Keith Lee by Chris Jericho. My goodness. Body slam Jericho on Matt Hardy. Enzuguri by Matt Hardy knocks out Brian Cage. Here we go. And there's Tetsuya Naito. Hope he would take his time coming to the ring, but he will run on in. Now Keith Lee barely hanging on, kind of running hip attack. Oh, didn't aim it properly. Maybe I can knock him off the apron. There he goes. That's one way to do it. Are you kidding me? CM Punk is the next entrant. Joining Tetsuya Naito, Chris Jericho, and Matt Hardy. With Naito, I'm not sure what his signature is. Body slam by Naito on Jericho as Matt Hardy battles with CM Punk. The go behind by Naito. Let's see if I can hit the Destino on Jericho. Let's see what it looks like. Here's the Destino from Tetsuya Naito. That's a sharp looking Destino there. Oh, Desperation Impulse. Got a low blow. I shouldn't have rushed in. Just thinking to myself, oh, let's give him enough time to make sure he's not going to pull a Desperation Impulse, but he did. See, when the attention turns away from the person you're fighting against, like that, oh, it's frustrating. Well, it's Tetsuya Naito, Chris Jericho, CM Punk, and Matt Hardy. Pinball action there for Naito. Taken down by CM Punk. Punk does a pose. Drop kick by Naito on CM Punk. It's AEW Fight Forever, the modded version of this game. NashvilleLou Live with the Twitchy Tides game coming up at the conclusion here. There can't be that many wrestlers left. Pretty good pose there by Naito. The creator wrestler in this game is pretty abysmal. With the modding, it's phenomenal what people have been able to figure out how to do it and make it look and seem realistic. Because the end game, the actual way it's set up in this game, is just, it almost feels like it was done intentionally poorly. Twist of fate on Naito. Matt Hardy with his finisher. And delete chant. I'm in there as Naito. I think I just got taken down. The red ring around him. Come on, Naito, get up. Actually, we get something going. My momentum meter is very low at the moment. The pose, there for Punk. Oh, drop kick by CM Punk. I want to get hit with a Anaconda Vice for the setting up the Anaconda Vice. I won't tap out, but it's going to do some head damage to the orange there for Naito. Not a good sign for me here. Need to get away from Punk. Help me out there, Matt Hardy. Thank you. Look what Jericho's doing over here. Punk's got a special, but so does Matt Hardy. Fans, that delete chant for Matt Hardy. What Naito? Jericho's got a signature. I got to look out. If you get that Judas effect, can't get away. There we go. Drop kick. Get away from Jericho. All right, Jericho doesn't have his special anymore. Now, something akin of a figure four leg lock there by Naito. CM Punk with a suplex on Matt Hardy. AEW Fight Forever, NashvilleLou Live. Drop kick by Punk takes down Naito. Man, taking it to me here. Naito. Let's type it there real fast in chat. Jericho's got a special signature for Naito. If it was that, like, he picks up and kind of does a little, yeah. Just a wrist lock and then there. That move. Even a Destino on CM Punk. Look at the twist of fate on Jericho. And that Destino on CM Punk by Tetsuya Naito. CM Punk is eliminated by Naito. And here comes the Joker, the final entrant. It's Thunder Rosa. What a break for her coming at this point of the match. Jericho is out. We're down to 3. Tetsuya Naito, Matt Hardy, and then just now, Thunder Rosa. German suplex on Matt Hardy. Thunder Rosa's got a special, so I'm perfectly happy to keep a submission hold over here. Trying to stay away from Thunder Rosa. She got her special. And a little flip there from Naito, like his junior heavyweight days. Meanwhile, oh, rough landing. Head damage in the red for Naito. Get hit with that signature, a finisher from Thunder Rosa. We're going to have that Twitchy Tides game coming up, and this match is over. We're down to the final 3. The lead chant there from Matt Hardy. He's got a special. What's the Tranquilo pose? Look at that. Oh, that's tremendous. Signature. They really get the mannerisms down and everything with this. That's really well done. Let's see if I can hear a Destino on Matt Hardy. Body damage in the red for Matt Hardy. Thunder Rosa presents the Joker. And now she's won the final 2. Tetsuya Naito and Thunder Rosa, Dragon Screw leg whip by Naito. If I can throw out Thunder Rosa, I can win the match, but she was the last one in. Running hip attack, and there it is.
The winner of this match, Tetsuya Naito.
Man, what a match. I'm so glad I was here to call it.
All right, a 5-star match. Works for me. All right, you know what else works for me is getting to play some Twitchy Tides. We've got 16 people in for this first Twitchy Tides game of the broadcast. I'll join as well to bring us up. Oh, that's the game. Stooging me out for not muting the audio input capture as it loaded back up to that menu screen. We'll have more AEW Fight Forever here in a little bit. But right now, I'm going to get in with, let's use that Inferno Nessie. So congratulations are in order for Tree Frog Nada, the grand prize winner of that Win Nessie Storm Scale bounty block that meant number 69. Congrats also to G-Daddy, Jungle Banano, Cartman Bra, and Puzzled Puzzler. They were the other winners, got those consolation prize packs. Thanks to everybody that participated. May have another one starting next week, to be determined. Need some time to look through this and find what can be done to make it even better for the next time. All right, so we got 17 people in for this first Twitchy Tides game. The winner gets a Blockchain Brawlers deck card. Plus, this is a special here. Valentine's Day coming up in a couple days. The Pen Art Valentine 2025 pack. Thanks to DeBoard.js for providing those. We'll have one. This will be the first one here for the broadcast. We'll have one of those to give away as well for the last one later on. So 17 people. Let's run through this list of participants, and then we'll get this first game going here in a moment. We've got 18 in now. We've got Random King, Jamie Penguins, Kevin Arna, Nadu6, DeBoard.js, just mentioned, Luar, Swim Dodge Vents, Zach Bonifer, Anti-Killa, Panda Champ, Autumn's Toys, Brazen Blake, Azile, Otang, BG Dub, 15 Gracious, Master Halo, and me, NashvilleLou, with that Inferno Nessie. So that's 18 players. By-win prize goes to second place, and this first Twitchy Tides game with the broadcast begins now. Good luck. Twitchy Tides here on NashvilleLou Live. Depth charge takes out Master Halo. Early on, we're down to 17. Going to show off what the Inferno looks like. The Inferno spin's especially fun. What's up with the cannonball doing that twist? I'm going to tickle these settings. There we go. There's the Inferno spin. They added something new to the game. There's like a crab. Reminds me of Ugg and Wrongway from Cubert. Like old school back in my day, back in the 80s. Go to Gameland over at Hickory Hollow Mall in South Nashville, Antioch. Way back when. The game with 18, we're down to 14. There's Big Worm with a hook. That takes out Loire and Nadu 6. We're down to 12. And there's the Crab. You got Mr. Crab running in. Look at that. Nobody's hanging out the side now. It's not like my logo being there. Look, you go up the side and everything. Wow, this changes. The game has changed. Hot Paragon keeping it fresh. BG Dub taken out via Crab Claw. We're down to a half dozen. All right, I've got a bit of crab proofing to do with this Inferno. Hey, Mr. Krabs, we don't need your services here. Thank you very much. It does add a new element. Plus, if somebody gets like where they're sneaking on the side, this does kind of even it out a bit as far as give them a nice surprise if you linger too long. Cannonball. See, it's got like a curveball there. It's not going in straight lines. They've changed some things with the settings. Sometimes I'll have to go back through and adjust them the way I like them. But you have tremendous latitude as a streamer as far as how you want to set the game up. How many kills maximum per crossing for a given enemy. You notice there's no kill limit there for that crab. Speaking of the crab, all right, we got to wrap it up. Hey, Lou. Stooging me out. That crab nearly ended it right there. Well, I know it's going to be Jamie Penguins getting the win. I'm going to say the prize either way, so it was down to the two of us. So Jamie Penguins survives Krabby Mike, making his debut here on NashvilleLou Live. A brand new enemy. All right, so congratulations, Jamie Penguins. The prizes from that bounty block they were sent out earlier. Prizes that are won here on this show will be sent out shortly after the conclusion of the broadcast. And again, for everybody that missed it, that grand prize was won by Tree Frog Nada. With that Nessie Storm Scale mint number 69. Hold the wrong screen up here. Let me see. All right, so for Autumn's Toys, look at Krabby Mike. All that damage done. We've got Krabby Mike and having a talk. But from there on up, from Autumn's Toys all the way to number 1. And your winner, Jamie Penguins, victorious. All right, back open for the next Twitchy Tides game. I'm going to take a look at these settings real fast here. All right. We changed Pink Felicia's color. Actually have it work. It used to, and then... she's staying with the pink. She's like, nah, you got to pay a premium for that, pal. Let's see over here, Krabby Mike. Look at this. No kill. All these... Although I mean, it is interesting to have something new in the mix like that. Krabby Mike. And I can turn off Krabby Mike, but he's new. I show him off. I'll keep the speed the same. Don't this thing be nightmare fuel flying around, but delay of 10 seconds. Okay, we'll go with that. All right, so I'm going to take my hourly break now. About a 5-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll have our next Twitchy Tides game and then more of AEW Fight Forever here on NashvilleLou Live. Stay tuned. right, back on headset with you here on NashvilleLou Live. We'll have more AEW Fight Forever here in a few minutes. Right now, we got 9 people into this next Twitchy Tides game. If you want to join the list, last chance. With exclamation mark play, I'll join. Exclamation point play in chat. And I'll use the 3 spot in my Twitchy team, Buster Beaver. That gives us 10 players. That's the minimum you need for a game that counts in Twitchy Tides. So if you're not in yet, you want in. Last chance for the winner of this next game. Let's pull it up over here. For this next game, the winner gets a Blockchain Brawlers deck card, plus an item from the NashvilleLou collection. We've got Azile, Cabinarna, War JS, Master Halo, Brazen Blake, Cesaro NLV, BG Dub, Zach Bonifer, me, NashvilleLou, that Buster Beaver, and Ivanov 007. So 10 players. If I win, prize goes to second place. And this second game of the broadcast begins now. Good luck. And congratulations, we all got a top 10 finish. Meanwhile, Cannonball, I didn't last long. Zach Bonifer's out. I'm out. Brazen Blake out as well. We're down to 7. Depth charge. There goes Master Halo and Cabinarna. We're down to 5. There's that Krabby Mike taking out BG Dub and Azile. I put the cap at 2 kills per crossing, or I've got to come up with a new phrase, and that's not crossing, because Krabby Mike kind of makes his own wave, kind of noticed by now. Per appearance. Krabby Mike's off stage area. We're down to the final 3. Demore JS, Ivanov 007, and Cesaro NLV. Cannonball with a curve. I'm going to be able to adjust that in the settings. Some people might like it that way as far as variety. And that's a nice thing with Twitchy Tides. You can customize it. That was a straight ahead cannonball. We're down to 3. Demore JS, Ivanov 007, and Cesaro NLV. Big Worm of the Hook takes out Cesaro, and we're down to 2. Ivanov 007 and Demore JS, the last 2. Demore JS hits a depth charge. That's the game. So congratulations. Ivanov 007 victorious. The second game of the broadcast. Good game. 10 players. There's top 10. All the way to number 1, your winner. Ivanov 007, victorious. All right, back open for our next game of Twitchy Tides. We'll take a look at the settings real fast about this whole cannonball curveball thing. Random. Okay, I don't want that. Left or right? Yeah, left or right. That's what I want. All right, so it's exclamation mark play. I'll get you in for the next Twitchy Tides game that we'll have here in a bit. Meanwhile, back in the locker room, Tetsuya Naito being very tranquilo. This is the modded version of AEW Fight Forever. Amazing me with the mods. The people that have created these mods, they've been able to come up with. The in-game creator wrestler system is extremely limited, to put it mildly. Use the Ultimate Warrior here. A lot of the American wrestlers, like the Road Warriors and the Steiners, it's an issue on my end to get the save files synced up properly, I think. Again, the mods, just to change to have the actual real photos of the people that actually work there, that are in the game, instead of those weird caricatures they used. Ultimate Warrior. All right, select an arena. Love it on Rampage. Rest in peace, Rampage. The Friday night show.
The following contest is a casino battle royale
Here we go with a big Casino Royale match. 21 competitors in the ring.
All right, so let's see what card I choose here when I pull. 10 of diamonds, so I should be middle to mid-late. You have the mods, it takes an extra moment or two to get the game loaded. So we're open for our third game of Twitchy Tides. You can join by typing !play in chat. We'll have that third game coming up on the other side of this Casino Battle Royale match.
Making his way to the ring is one half of FTR, Dax Harwood. And his opponent,
Whoa.
Abaddon.
Need some medical attention, please, for Abaddon. Whoa.
And Trent Beretta. And he is one half of the Young Bucks, Nick Jackson.
A lot of money. I'll put my controller down for now. I'll be in at some point as the Ultimate Warrior. This Casino Battle Royale match. Starting us off, Dax Harwood, Abaddon, Trent Beretta, and Nick Jackson. The way it works in a CBR match, only way to be eliminated is to be thrown over the top rope to the floor. In the video game version of the match here, you'll never have more than 4 wrestlers in the ring at once. There are no pinfalls, there's no submissions. Dax Harwood battling with Nick Jackson. Young Bucks FTR tag team rivalry as Beretta battles with Abaddon. So we're open for that next Twitchy Tides game. If you want in, just type !play in chat. That's Beretta battling with Nick Jackson of the Bucks. Abaddon getting the better of Dax Harwood. Fans cheering for Abaddon, but look here, it's going to be a stuffed pile driver by Beretta on Abaddon. Nick Jackson talking to the fans with the Elite chant. Beretta's fired up. Trent Beretta's got his special. Look out, Dax. Beretta falls down. Doesn't always work out. Get elbowed in the face by Dax Harwood. There's your special, pal. Dax was back against the wall buff. Wanted that running elbow against Abaddon, but didn't quite connect. Connected there, chop. A 2-for-1 special. Speaking of 2-for-1 special, look at Nick Jackson taking down Beretta and Harwood. It's AEW Fight Forever, the Casino Battle Royale match. I'll be in at some point as the Ultimate Warrior. This is NashvilleLou Live. We'll have Twitchy Tides coming up. We got 3 people in right now. If you'd like to join that list, just type !play in chat. And now Nick Jackson, look at that. Springboarding into a Canadian Destroyer. Power slam by Dax Harwood, but Nick Jackson back up, and that super kick connects. Danger for Dax. Abaddon gets the better of Beretta. Nick Jackson and Abaddon team up to DDT Dax Harwood. It was a short-lived partnership, though. Nick Jackson then taking down Abaddon. Drop kick for Beretta, who's barely hanging on. Nick Jackson has a special, but Beretta still in the match. Super kick for Dax. Those are really hurting at this point. Abaddon throws Beretta out. Beretta's eliminated. The Bunny enters the match. So the Bunny joins Dax. Nick Jackson, who just took down, and then Abaddon. I'll be in at some point as the Ultimate Warrior. Super kick connects. You can feel a pop on that one as Nick Jackson took down Abaddon. Then a kick for Dax, who's barely hanging on. Eliminated by the Bunny. We'll officially say Nick Jackson, but I think a half a sack in the NFL. I'd say dual credit is deserved there. The Bunny taken to Nick Jackson, then a slap to the face on Abaddon as Wardlow enters the match. Wardlow is really quite powerful in real life, but in this match, he can be very tough to take care of. He's that big wind-up punch. You turn your lights out in a hurry. Abaddon battles with the Bunny. There's that wind-up I was talking about. Nick Jackson with the speed to get around it, a spin kick back in the head, but it didn't take down Wardlow. Fans chanting the Young Bucks, cheering for Nick Jackson. Nick Jackson with a signature. Again, that springboard for Nick Jackson. That flip pile driver on Wardlow of all people. Nick Jackson's got his special. The Bunny has her signature. There's that big wind-up and a punch, but didn't work out. That one connected there. The Bunny's real. 3 of them in their specials right now. Everybody but Wardlow. Nick Jackson's just ran out. Now Abaddon's going to hit her special. Abaddon with a special there on the Bunny. Danger for the Bunny, but the fans behind the Bunny. Cheering her on. Kick connects. The Bunny takes down Wardlow. You never know what to expect in a Casino Battle Royale match. We got 5 people in for that next Twitchy Tides game. There's a big windup. There's the offensive Wardlow I was talking about. Taking down the Bunny. Abaddon. Again, that special. Nick Jackson. Head damage in the red and danger. Wardlow has his special. And a big powerbomb on the Bunny. Nick Jackson eliminated by Abaddon. Sting enters the match. There goes the Bunny. Clothesline by Wardlow on Abaddon. Who else is in? Scorpio Sky. Powerbomb by Wardlow on Abaddon. There's Sting. Sting battling with Wardlow. He's got a special. Sting has spinal stenosis. Not a good idea to be taking that powerbomb. My goodness. Scorpio Sky. The fans, Rudo fans wanting another powerbomb on Sting. Instead, look at the power here of Wardlow. And look at this. The F10 on Sting. My goodness. Scorpio Sky gets the better of Abaddon. It's AEW Fight Forever. NashvilleLou live. Scorpio Sky battling with Wardlow. Hip toss by Sting on Abaddon. Scorpio's got a special, but so does Wardlow. There's that powerbomb. Big wind up. Wardlow drops Scorpio Sky. Abaddon takes down Sting. Look at that drop kick connect. It was like a basement drop kick there. That height differential between Abaddon and Wardlow. Sting out of the face paint here with Abaddon. Big running clothesline by Scorpio Sky on Wardlow. Scorpio saying, bring it on. Sting said, I'll do it. My pleasure. Clothesline by Wardlow. Abaddon with head damage in the red. Sting's got a special. And Wardlow's got a signature. Scorpio Sky showing off those boxing skills, that agility. Lateral movement. Abaddon. Scorpio Sky reeling. Sting takes down Scorpio Sky. Sting fired up at Abaddon with that signature. Look out, Sting. There's a basement Rana from Abaddon on Sting. Wardlow's got his signature. Wardlow's got a special. The powerbomb symphony. Big powerbomb on Abaddon by Wardlow. A big strike on both Scorpio and Sting. Reverse neck breaker. And Wardlow by Sting. Scorpio Sky knocks out Abaddon. Matt Hardy enters the match. I'll be in at some point as the Ultimate Warrior. We've got 6 people in for that next Twitchy Tides game. Join the list with exclamation mark play in chat. Double clothesline. Scorpio Sky takes down Sting and Wardlow. But only for a moment. Now Wardlow. Powerbomb. Sting looks to the crowd. Sting's hit the Scorpion Death Drop on Scorpio Sky. Wardlow, well, he was going for a powerbomb there on Matt Hardy, reversed it. Big back body drop on Sting by Scorpio Sky. And a huge clothesline by Wardlow on Matt Hardy. I'll be in at some point, probably soon, as Ultimate Warrior. Big shot by Scorpio Sky on Sting. Welcome to NashvilleLou Live. We got 7 people in for that next Twitchy Tides game. Want to join the list? Just type exclamation mark play in chat. Matt Hardy. Submission move locked on Wardlow. Scorpio Sky. Some mat wrestling with Sting. The delete chant. Matt Hardy's got a special. Punches from Scorpio Sky, but that big wind up and a strike there from Wardlow. Absolutely drops Matt Hardy. Scorpio Sky with his special. Wardlow signature special. Special versus special. Gonna be a cutter by Scorpio Sky on Wardlow. How about that? Drop kick to the elevation there by Matt Hardy. Scorpio Sky, a slingshot. Matt Hardy to the bottom rope and a big running clothesline by Wardlow on Scorpio Sky. Sting with a block and then a kick. Taking down Wardlow. Sting hitting his chest. He's got his signature. Matt Hardy against the ropes. Look at the strength of Scorpio Sky. Picking up Wardlow, hitting that cutter. Headbutt Matt Hardy on Sting. Wardlow's eliminated. So Jericho joins Matt Hardy, Sting, and Scorpio Sky in the match. I'll be in at some point as Ultimate Warrior. It's NashvilleLou Live. Game is AEW Fight Forever. This is the modded version of the game. Scorpio Sky taking it to Jericho. Scorpio's got a special. A cutter on Jericho. Matt Hardy barely hanging on. Sting get him some space. As punishment for letting Hardy back in is taking a 2-on-1 attack from Matt Hardy and Scorpio Sky. Headbutt by Matt Hardy. A go behind there by Scorpio Sky on Jericho, but Scorpio feeling it. Taking a lot of punishment. Matt Hardy, Jericho barely hanging on. There goes Jericho. So MJF enters the match, joining Sting, Scorpio Sky, and Matt Hardy. I'll be in at some point as the Ultimate Warrior. My card was the 10 of Diamonds. Pretty good draw for me. Both Matt Hardy and Scorpio Sky with their special. Sting with a signature. Matt Hardy taking it to MJF. And it's a delete chant. Matt Hardy eliminates MJF. That didn't last long. Here comes Penta. No fear. Drop kick by Sting on Scorpio Sky. Big kick from Penta takes down Sting. There with Matt Hardy, Scorpio Sky in this Casino Battle Royale match. We've got 9 people in for that next Twitchy Tides game. It's coming up at the conclusion of this Casino Battle Royale match. Drop kick. Nice height there on that drop kick by Scorpio Sky on Sting. And now Penta. Mat wrestling there with Matt Hardy. Penta's got his signature. Now we see the package pile driver. Little strikes there by Scorpio Sky. Sting takes down Penta and Scorpio. Matt Hardy with a drop kick. Sting didn't look very impressed. Suplex on Penta by Scorpio Sky. Welcome to NashvilleLou Live. We'll have that next Twitchy Tides game at the conclusion of the CBR match. There's the Penta driver that made in Japan, like what Shingo Takagi does. New Japan Pro Wrestling, very similar move. Penta taking the offense now to Scorpio Sky. Again, another Penta driver. Matt Hardy, twist of fate on Sting. And now it's time for that package pile driver by Penta on Scorpio Sky. Danger for Scorpio Sky. Danger for Sting. There goes Scorpio Sky. There goes Sting. Cody Rhodes enters the match. Here I come. Old School Warrior. Got my controller here. Of course, Penta, Matt Hardy, Cody Rhodes, and the Ultimate Warrior. Look at those tassels flying around. Finisher countered. Penta, like, nah, that didn't work for me. Penta takes down Cody. So it's Penta, Cody Rhodes, Matt Hardy, and the Ultimate Warrior. There goes Matt Hardy. Christian Cage enters the match. Penta, an Ultimate Warrior. This is signature instead of Gorilla Press. Look at the strength of the Ultimate Warrior on Penta. Here's one for Cody. Spam the military press. Look at the strength. Danger for Cody. Avoided that desperation impulse. Now pick him up. Let's see when I throw out Cody Rhodes. There goes Cody. Powerhouse Hobbs enters the match. And again, the strength of the Ultimate Warrior. Penta, a long way up and down. Christian Cage, playing to the fans. There goes Penta. Jungle Boy Jack Perry enters the match. Christian's on the top rope. Suplex by Hobbs. And a big splash off the top on Warrior by Christian Cage. I'm in trouble here. Christian hit the rope over a spear. No, go behind there by Warrior. For a lift here, Christian. Military press. Christian, a desperation impulse. I walked right into it. No pinfalls in this match, thankfully. That does take away a lot of that momentum I had. So Jack Perry locks in the snare trap on Powerhouse Hobbs. A difficult move to lock in on somebody with that size differential. Ultimate Warrior and Jungle Boy. Christian's going to do some battling with Powerhouse Hobbs. Hobbs eliminated by Christian. Ray Phoenix enters the match. So it's Jungle Boy Jack Perry, Christian Cage, Ray Phoenix, and then me as the Ultimate Warrior. Christian takes down Warrior. Oh, you can feel the power of that kick right there. That connected. A pop. Christian's got a special. I think Ray Phoenix did me a favor there. Looking for a lockup with Christian. German suplex on Ray Phoenix, who pops right back up. And a spear. Ultimate Warrior's trying to catch Christian coming off the ropes. That momentum instead turned to a spear. Danger for Warrior. Warrior back to the corner. Fights his way out. Suplex. Pose for a minute. Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me. Roller. Oh. Ray Phoenix reverses that kick attempt by the Ultimate Warrior. Body slam on Phoenix. It was kind of dangerous because he had his signature, but offense here with Warrior on him. Christian eliminates Jungle Boy. Big chop. Belly-to-belly suplex on Ray Phoenix by Ultimate Warriors. Andrade enters the match. Joining Christian, Ray Phoenix, and Ultimate Warrior. This Casino Battle Royale match will have a Twitchy Tides game coming up after it. You can join by typing !play in chat. Suplex. Do a cartwheel into a military press. I don't think I can throw him over the top rope. That would be dangerous. If Phoenix has a special, just be careful. Andrade gets dropped by Christian. Ultimate Warrior. Kick to the midsection on Christian Cage. Go behind by Phoenix on Warrior. Christian. Can I get Warrior to attack Ray Phoenix? Come on. Big boot. And knock Phoenix off the apron. There he goes. Here comes Chris Statlander. Andrade eliminated by Christian. So it's Ultimate Warrior, Christian, Statlander, and who else? John Silver is the Joker. Big spear by Christian. It's his finisher. Hit down Ultimate Warrior, who I'm using. But it's down to this final four here. John Silver fresh into the match. Christian Cage. Chris Statlander. And then the Ultimate Warrior. Big body slam by Warrior on Christian. Christian, that back elbow. Got a special. Uh-oh. Danger for Warrior. Uh-oh. I'm in trouble here. There we go. Do something to try and battle back with Warrior. John Silver playing to the crowd. Big clothesline by Silver. I don't think Christian saw him running in. Got him by surprise. Got him unawares. Suplex on Statlander by Warrior. Now Warrior, big body slam on John Silver. Christian's got a special. Look out, Statlander. If I can go with a military press on Silver. He's too fast. Hamstring for Johnny Hungy for John Silver. Belly back suplex by Statlander on Silver. Warrior with a suplex on Silver. Get that military press on Silver. There we go. The strength of the Ultimate Warrior on display. Christian battling with Chris Statlander, the final four. Silver's not finished yet. And look at the strength of John Silver. With a suplex on the Ultimate Warrior. Warrior, some offense on Silver as Statlander takes down Christian, the final four. This Casino Battle Royale match. And there goes Silver, we're down to 3. And look at Statlander hit that Big Bang Theory on Christian Cage. Get out of the way. Suplex on Christian. And now a suplex on Statlander by the Ultimate Warrior. Christian's got danger. Now Warrior's going to go for that military press on Statlander. That's special. Let's go for this. Oh, come on. Of all the times for this to happen. Oh, this drives me up the wall. It's plugged in. What a rib. Oh, come on. No. Back out. There we are. All right. A lot of build-up for nothing there with a big body slam. He just falls on him. Christian's out. We're down to the final two. Ultimate Warrior and Chris Statlander. We got 14 people in for that next Twitchy Tides game that's coming up at the conclusion of the CBR match. And it's down to these final two. Ultimate Warrior and Chris Statlander. Statlander eliminated. Warrior wins.
There is your winner, Ultimate W.
Ultimate W.
Fantastic match we had tonight.
Boy, a bit more subdued than I was expecting. Look at that, 7 stars. Observe this. Right. We've got 14 people in for this next Twitchy Tides game. I'll join as well with exclamation mark play. Last chance to get in. You want to get in for this next game? I'll use the Lulu fish. I guess it's the 15. So I'll go through the list of participants. If you're not in yet and you want in, you need to get in right now with exclamation mark play in chat. For the winner of this next game, a Blockchain Brawlers deck card, plus an item from the NashvilleLou collection. And if you missed it earlier, congratulations. Tree Frog Nada won the grand prize in that bounty block, that Nessie Storm Scale Mint number 69. Other prize winners, G-Daddy, Jungle Banano, Cartman Braun, Puzzle Puzzler. Prizes have been sent. Congratulations to the winners. We may have another bounty block starting next week. I need to do some consideration on this last one, see what can be tweaked, make it even better next time. Let's go with this list of players, and we'll get to this next game. We got Jess Tony, Board JS, Kevin Arna, Autumn's Toys, Azile, Cesaro NLV, Pennybags Jr., Nadu 6, Liquid Chill, Jeff 0079, Bonnie T, Lenar Bahai, me, NashvilleLou with the Lulu Fish, Brazen Blake, Zach Bonifer. 15 players. If I win, the prize goes to second place. This third game of the broadcast begins now. Good luck. It's Twitchy Tides here on NashvilleLou Live. Depth charge takes out Jess, Tony, and Fonnie T. Early on, we're down to 13. Cannonball. Cannonball takes out Azile, Jeff 0079, and Kevin Arna. So the remaining players have a top 10 finish. But who's going to be the winner? And he does the Dream Commander there with that Lulu fish. All right, Mr. Krabs is back. Krabby Bill working the sides. I was already gone by the time I looked up. I already got the claws. So I'm out, so is Brazen Blake. That Krabby Micah, new addition to Twitchy Tides. Watching somebody stream earlier and saw it for the first time. What? Compared it earlier to Ugg and Wrong Way in the 80s arcade game Cubert. Up top, Pink Felicia's going to miss everybody. So for the moment, 8 players still in the mix. Up top, Pink Felicia gets sit back in the other direction. Ghost Command from Zach Bonifer. That Snidely fish. Now here comes Krabby Mike again. The claws take out DeBoer JS and Autumn's Toys. I've got it capped at 2 kills per appearance. It's not really a crossing because now it's more the perimeter. Needs a fence when you got Krabby Mike. You're down to 6. I like it. That's the thing. There's a new dimension to it. And you have the option of turning it off if you don't want it. I love having that flexibility as a streamer. There's Big Worm with a hook, taking out Pennybags Jr. We're down to 5. I think it's helpful if somebody's like got a fish is kind of stuck on one spot on the side. Krabby Mike will come through and give them ample motivation to move. Zach Bonifer gets the claws. We're down to 4. Make that down to 3. Cesaro NLV also gets taken out by Krabby Mike. So it's Nadu 6, Liquid Chill, and Benar Bahai, the final 3 in this Twitchy Tides game here on NashvilleLou Live. The hook from Big Worm takes out Liquid Chill. We're down to the final two. Naito 6. Benarba High, the last two. I guess there's a Krabby Mike appearance here on the side. Took out Naito 6. So congratulations. Benarba High with the victory here in this third game of the broadcast. All right. Congratulations on the victory. And so I got a 10th place at least, so I got a top 10 finish out of it. And for me on up, top 10 finishes, all the way up to number 1 and your winner. Benarba High victorious in Twitchy Tides. All right, so I'm going to go ahead now and take my hourly break. Be about a 5-minute break. On the other side of it, we'll have our next Twitchy Tides game. Then a little bit more of the AEW 5 Forever. It's NashvilleLou Live. Stay tuned. right, back on headset with you here. It's NashvilleLou Live. We got 8 people in for this next Twitchy Tides game. We need a minimum of 10 to have a game that counts. I'll join to give us 9. The Rainbow Soul, the Catfish. I'll take the overlay down. Wait a little longer to see if we get a 10th person in, and while we do that, these matches are really fast. The Exploding Barbed Wire Death Match. Little chop chop. It's AEW Fight Forever. NashvilleLou Live will have another Twitchy Tides game coming up. One more entrant to have a game that'll count for the minimum of 10. Hayabusa. How about Hayabusa against Darby Allin? That'd be interesting. It'd be better than Rampage for it. This would be a good one to have for an exterior. I don't know if you can, even if I had the newest version set here, I don't know if you could use that match on the beach. Or the one that's similar to the idea I had for AEW and Fire Pro Wrestling World before I ever saw what their actual real life layout was going to be like. In a lot of ways, it ended up being very similar. Like the version I had in Fire Pro actually had side barriers similar to what they had in real life. This is kind of as close as you can get with the limited creating arena. There's mods for the arenas as well. I just haven't delved into that yet.
The following contest is an exploding barbed wire death match.
This is going to be an exciting match.
It's NashvilleLou Live with AEW Fight Forever. We'll have another Twitchy Tides game coming up. Need one more to get to the minimum for a game that counts. So hopefully have that between now and the end of this exploding ring match. I believe there's a mod that you can make this match longer.
Making
The way it
his
is,
way to the ring.
you'll see.
And his opponent, Darby Allin.
So it's Hayabusa taking on Darby Allin. Not much time to work a headlock there. A powerbomb right out of the gate. AEW normally fears on-screen clocks, but this match, there's very good reason for it. Darby dangerous. Electrified barbed wire ropes. Knee lift by Darby Allin and Hayabusa. Can't really do that Asai moonsault with Hayabusa. Those ropes the way they are. Again, Darby can't really do the coffin drop either. Spin kick. Pick up the pace a little bit here, Darby. We've got 10 people in, so we've got enough for a Twitchy Tides game when this ends. This won't last for too long. The explosion, you see the smoke, those pyrotechnics. This is awesome chant. Darby Allin's busted open. Against that board. Less than 30 seconds to the explosion. $20 seconds. Darby to that other board. Neck breaker, but time's about to run out. 10 seconds. Leg drop. Ominous. 5 seconds, Darby. Both men are down. My goodness. Darby connects. Looking through the barbed wire to see that neck breaker on Darby Allin by Hayabusa. So go over this side. I just pinned the man. I'm not even down. There he goes. Pin him. Back elbow by Darby Allin. He has sustained a lot of punishment. Working on the head and the neck area, Darby Allin. Big chop. Trying to wind up for a power strike there. And he's quicker to the attack was Darby Allin. Belly back suplex. Amateur style takedown by Hayabusa. What's his signature? I wonder what it is. Going to a pin. Let's see.
1, 2, 3.
Notice it's less wonky of a pinfall there because there's not a referee.
What an amazing match we've had tonight.
Makes me wonder if the regular matches would be better if they didn't have the referee involved. All right. So 3.5 stars. Solid win there for Hayabusa against Darby Allin. Let's go over here to this Twitchy Tide screen. We got 11 people into this next game. If you want in, last chance for this game with exclamation points. You hear the menu load back up in the background there. But for this Twitchy Tides game, it's exclamation point play if you want to get in. We're going to get this next game started here soon. For the winner of the prize, a Blockchain Brawlers deck card, plus an item from the NashvilleLou collection. Let's go with this list of participants. That's Cesaro NLV, DeBoer JS, Random King, Bonnie T, Brazen Blake, Autumn's Toys, Zach Bonifer, Fat Boy B, Jamie Penguins, 15 Gracious, and me, NashvilleLou, with that Rainbow Soul the Catfish. If I win, that prize goes to second place. And this fourth game of the broadcast begins now. Good luck. It's Twitchy Tides here on NashvilleLou Live. And look out for Krabby Mike, the latest addition to the opponent's side. I've got him capped at 2 kills per appearance. I'm out. Already got Jamie Penguin, so that's the most that Krabby Mike can get on this particular appearance. We're down to 9. The top 10 finish for everybody still in there. That ghost command seemed to keep the enemies away, at least for a little bit. The Krabby Mike showcase, and that was it. Cannonball. Let's get that. I thought I had that cannonball set where I wasn't going to do the curveball gimmick. Let me take a look at that here after this match. Down to 6. You can customize it. You can set it the way you want. Big Worm with a hook takes out 15. Gracious. We're down to 5. Cannonball takes out Random King. That upswing there. We're down to the final 4. Cesaro NLV, Fawny T, Zach Bonifer, Fat Boy B. And now it's Debo the Shark. Going right to left. Debo. That ghost command sent Debo back in the other direction. No damage done. This is Twitchy Tides here on NashvilleLou Live. More AEW Fight Forever here in a few moments. Big Worm with a hook. Here in that coral area, that bottom right part. Can Cesaro get past? Nope. The hook got Cesaro. We're down to 3. It's Fat Boy B, Fawny T, Zach Bonifer. Who's going to be the winner? That Neon Leon with a flare command. Fonny T. A powerful fish. Now Debo. Debo got turned back away. A ghost command. Zach Bonifer. Debo wanted no part of it. Now it's Debo. This time left to right up top. Debo the Shark. It's going to take out Fonny T, and we're down to the final two. It's Zach Bonifer and Fat Boy B. The last two. And there's Krabby Mike. Look out for those claws. Krabby Mike. The newcomer made his debut today. Takes out Fat Boy B, and that's the game. So congratulations, Zach Bonifer, with a victory here in this fourth game of the broadcast. For being an 11-player game, one a bit more methodical in the pacing. So, from me on up, top 10 finish, all the way to number 1 and your winner, Zach Bonifer victorious. Back open now for the next Twitchy Tides game with exclamation mark play in chat, getting you in. I think we'll have one more of those I'm going to have we'll do one more of these Casino Battle Royale matches, and we'll have one more of these Twitchy Tides games to end the broadcast. That's what I'm thinking now. So with that last game, we'll have a Brawler's deck card, but also that Pin Art Valentine 2025 pack. Got one more of those to give away. Valentine's Day's in 2 days, and I don't know if I'm going to be streaming between now and then because I've got lacrosse to get ready to broadcast. So with that in mind, we got it open for that next Twitchy Tides game. Would be the last one of the broadcast. Exclamation mark play, and chat will get you in. Where's Kenta Kobashi? Let me go get Kenta Kobashi. Unfortunately, you can't use the creator wrestlers in the Casino Battle Royale unless you're using that particular wrestler as your wrestler. That's part of why I insisted on, luckily I was able to get it to work to roll it back to that version 1.0.5 for the Make-Believe and the Deadlock YouTube wrestlers are not in there. You don't get a choice, it just puts them in there. Ugh. Heavy-handed AEW games at it again. That's Muto. Where did Kenta Kobashi go? Is he not in this? Okay, I'm gonna do some work on this anyway as it is, because those, like the Road Warriors won't load, and the Steiners wouldn't. Some of these guys appeared near the top. He used Kairi Hojo. Also knows Kairi Sane. I use her. Select an arena. Yellow posts.
The following contest is a Casino Battle Royale.
This is going to be an exciting match.
Four diamonds. So I was due for a low draw, so I'll probably be one of the first four. If not that, then soon thereafter. It's AEW Fight Forever here on NashvilleLou Live. We'll have another Twitchy Tides game coming up. We got 3 people in right now. If you want to join the list, just type exclamation mark play in chat. With the mods running, it does take a little bit extra time for the game to get loaded up.
Making his way to the ring, Luchasaurus.
Luchasaurus in. One of the first 4.
And his opponent, Absolute Ricky Starks.
Be fun if they had a bunch of people that just got released by AEW on the first group. Where's Malachi to complete it? There's Kyrie Hojo. Whoa, those lasers. The streamers. Oh, that's awesome. That's really fun. AEW Fight Forever, NashvilleLou Live. Got Miro running right after me immediately. Kyrie Hojo in there with absolute Ricky Starks, Luchasaurus, and Miro. Big kick by Luchasaurus for Miro. Kyrie Hojo eliminates Ricky Starks. Here comes Keith Lee into the match. Now where's Justin Roberts on the ring announcing? And look at that, stretch muffler by Kyrie Hojo on Luchasaurus. Was not expecting that. Now look out for Keith Lee, he's really good in this game. That suplex, the strength of Kyrie there. And Luchasaurus as Miro battles with Keith Lee. I wonder what Kyrie's signature is, let's find out. Oh, look at that, a back fist. Let's do it again. Knock that mask right off of Luchasaurus. As Keith Lee battles with Miro. An arm drag on Luchasaurus by Kyrie. Keith Lee takes down Miro. Oh, come on. Drop kick. Try and knock Luchasaurus out. Will this do it? There we go. Hangman Adam Page into the match, joining Kyrie Hojo, Miro, and Keith Lee. He's taking that offense to Miro. Back fist for Miro. As Hangman battles with Keith Lee. Another back fist for Miro. Head damage in the red for Miro. Bow and arrow by Kyrie Hojo. Keith Lee goes on the offense against Hangman Adam Page. It's AEW Fight Forever here on NashvilleLou Live. We got 4 people in for this next Twitchy Tides game. If you'd like to join the list, just type !play in chat. Yeah, for Hangman's got his signature. Kyrie's got hers. An arm drag. The back fist for Miro. I'm going to throw out Miro here. And stay out. Miro eliminated. Aubrey Edwards, referee, into the match. Trying to avoid Keith Lee. He's got his special. Hangman's about to feel the wrath. Bask in his glory, Keith Lee. Aubrey battles with Kyrie at standing switch by Aubrey Edwards. German suplex by Aubrey on Kyrie, my goodness. Aubrey came to fight tonight. Aubrey's got her special, gotta be careful here. Look at that arm drag on Keith Lee by Kyrie Hojo, my goodness. Come on, Aubrey, go fight with Hangman. Now back fist for Keith Lee. That's going to drop the big man. Can Kyrie throw him out? Not there. Drop kick off the mark there on Keith. They got to watch out. He's got his signature. He's got that pop-up powerbomb. It's really fun to use it, but it's not so fun to get hit with it. And look at Kyrie take down Keith Lee with that spin kick. Back fist on Keith Lee by Kyrie. Aubrey Edwards has her special. See, why would you turn away from the guy right in front of you there? It's drives me bonkers. There we go. Keith Lee eliminated by Kyrie Hojo. That's funny, Brazen Blake. The bunny enters the match. You gotta be careful with Aubrey. She had her signature. Hangman's in the danger zone, so I'm more inclined to lock up with him now. Side Russian leg sweep by Kairi Hojo on Hangman Adam Page as the bunny. The sneak attack in. And Aubrey Edwards. It's AEW Fight Forever here on NashvilleLou Live. Big back fist for Hangman Page. The bunny has her special. Look out. Hangman, danger. Hangman's eliminated. And all the malcontents in this match. Malachi Black. Purge the company. These people don't want to be there. Except for Ray Phoenix. He didn't get to go. Here. Back fist for Aubrey Edwards. So Malachi in the match. He's really good in this particular match. His Muay Thai background. Aubrey eliminated by Kairi. Shida enters the match. Hikaru Shida joins Kairi Hojo, Malachi Black, and the bunny. You never know what kind of combination you might get in AEW Fight Forever. Brainbuster by Malachi on Kairi. Hard drop for me there. Malachi has a seat. Got a special. Trying to stay away from him. Want it for a big power kick. No, if he gets close enough to hit it, fine. If not, then maybe you fall down. But meanwhile, the time's ticking on a special. Trying to make the timer on that big. Look at the elevation of that drop kick by the bunny. Running knee strike. And Malachi takes down Kairi. This is AEW Fight Forever here on NashvilleLou Live. We'll have another Twitchy Tides game coming up after this match. Hikaru Shida taken to the bunny. Drop kick on Malachi. Malachi eliminated by Kairi. Riho enters the match. It'll be Riho joining the bunny, Hikaru Shida, and Kairi Hojo. The 4 women in there. It's danger for the bunny. Well, Riho came in the freshest of the 4, but the bunny taking it to her. Shida takes down Kairi. The bunny. Focused. Snap suplex by Kairi Hojo on Hikaru Shida. Fans not appreciating that offense from Kairi. Running knee lift there off the mark by the bunny. Going after Riho. Enzugiri finds the mark for Shida, the fans. Look at that bow and arrows, the fans get into it. Don't have any submissions in this match, but you can get worn down pretty quickly. Gotta be careful there. Shida's got her signature. Let her go deal with the bunny. See if I can face off with Riho. Shida's got her special. See, he turned away from Riho. That annoys me when it does that. I'm staying away from Shida right now. Forget that. Back elbow by the bunny. Big stomp by Riho on Shida. Big arm drag takedown by Kairi on the bunny. Spin kick for the bunny, leaves her dazed. Side Russian leg sweep by Kairi Hojo on the bunny as Riho throws out Shida. Adam Cole enters the match. Adam Cole, baby. Joining Riho, the bunny, and Kairi Hojo. It's AEW Fight Forever. We'll have a Twitchy Tides game coming up at the conclusion of the CBR match. Got 7 people in for it right now. If you want to join the list, just type !play in chat. You need to get away from Riho. Don't want to back into her and catch a finisher. Well, it's not much easier sailing against the bunny. Riho going to the offense. Her special should run out soon. I hope. Maybe wishful thinking. They ran out, so maybe she has to be the big offensive move. It's not the special. Adam Cole, offense on the bunny. Now some punches from Kairi on Riho. Adam Cole has a special. The bunny's going to lock up with Adam Cole. Not afraid. Riho. Having trouble getting some offense against her. She won't. Not exactly cooperative. Suplex. Kairi Hojo on the bunny as Adam Cole kicks out of Karushita. Here comes Brian Cage into the match. Let's see what Kairi's special is. Brian Cage enters the match, battling with Adam Cole. Let's see if it's special. Signature, it's not quite it. So how do I do her special? Get her special, right? How do I do it? From a seated position only or something? Normally you just hit the little right flipper and you're good, but not here. Okay. It's like a top rope move. She got that top rope elbow, right? That's probably what it is. We got 9 people in for that next Twitchy Tides game. We'll have that at the conclusion of the CBR match. Let's go on Brian Cage, a modified version of the stretch muffler. Stretch muffler. It's Adam Cole, that slingshot on the bunny to the bottom rope. Throw first. Adam Cole, I saw him looking for a lockup right there. Beat him to the strike. Now bow and arrow by Kairi on Adam Cole. It's Brian Cage. Tries to use that size advantage against the bunny. The back fist here for Adam Cole. He went for Brian Cage too. How about the bunny? A trifecta. Arm drag for the bunny. Adam Cole. Neckbreaker drop. And that kip up there. Then back down. Double noggin knocker. Adam Cole plays to the fans. AEW Fight Forever here on NashvilleLou Live. Super kick by the bunny on Brian Cage. Look at that arm drag by Kairi. Look at that back fist again. Okay, now let's go. All right, well, come on, let's get those. There we go, special. Now go top rope. I bet you this is it. The elbow drop, right? Is that not the special? Oh, come on. Oh, and then I was anticipating Cole being in a different spot. Uh-oh. Rough landing for the bunny. Adam Cole's going to the offense. Brian Cage is a special. Got to get away from him. Rough landing for the bunny. Adam Cole eliminated by Kairi Hojo. Chuck Taylor enters the match, joining the bunny. The bunny, Brian Cage, and Kairi Hojo. Kairi's what I'm using. The bunny, eliminated by Chuck Taylor. That was fast. Andrade into the match. What is Brian Cage? Fell through the ring. Kenny Omega enters the match. That stuff pile driver by Chuck Taylor on Kairi Hojo. Andrade looks on now. Kenny Omega's in. Andrade's got a signature. Gotta be careful here. Tough spot for Kairi. Come on, Kenny Omega, save me, buddy. Chuck Taylor's gonna be much easier. Dragon suplex by Kenny Omega on Andrade. AEW Fight Forever here on NashvilleLou Live. We've got 12 people in for that next Twitchy Tides game. If you'd like to join the list, just type !play in chat. Big arm drags by Kairi. He's been in by far the longest of the 4. The back fist. Andrade was trying to go for some sort of a spear there, but didn't happen. They were trying to knock Chuck Taylor off the apron. Didn't happen. And now Chuck Taylor springboards his way back in. Using that top rope, his momentum going, slingshotting himself into the ring. Taylor takes down Kairi Hojo. Chuck Taylor's got a special. Gotta be careful here. Go behind. Like Kairi, but Chuck Taylor. Got a special. Kenny Omega lining things up with Andrade. My goodness, Chuck Taylor just dropped Kairi Hojo on her head. One-winged angel by Kenny Omega on Andrade. Low strike there on that kick, but effective by Kairi Hojo, taking down Andrade as Chuck Taylor battles with Kenny Omega. It's AEW Fight Forever, NashvilleLou Live. It's Casino Battle Royale match. Spin kick, drop kick from Kairi Hojo on Kenny Omega. Chuck Taylor, fans are solid behind Chuck Taylor. Submission move locked in on Omega. Chucky T eliminates Andrade. Eddie Kingston enters the match. Chuck Taylor off the top rope, nobody home. Eddie Kingston's going to join Kenny Omega, Chuck Taylor, and Kairi Hojo, the four in there. Side Russian leg sweep. Kairi has her signature. She had it. Meanwhile, Eddie Kingston has his signature. Drop kick by Omega takes down Kairi. And look at the strength of Eddie Kingston. Trying to kick Kingston. I think it was aiming at Taylor instead. Paid the price. Kairi Hojo suplex on Kenny Omega as Chuck Taylor brings the offense. Shows the strength off against Eddie Kingston. This Casino Battle Royale match. AEW Fight Forever, NashvilleLou Live. We got 15 people in for that next Twitchy Tides game. Join the list with exclamation mark play in chat. Clothesline by Eddie Kingston on Kairi. And look at that Rana by Kairi Hojo on Eddie Kingston. A big clothesline by Omega takes down Kairi. Eddie Kingston, Kenny Omega, Kairi Hojo, and Chuck Taylor. And me playing as Kairi in here in this AEW Fight Forever Casino Battle Royale match on NashvilleLou Live. Back fist for Eddie Kingston. Taken down by Kairi. Gotta figure out if I can figure out what Kairi's special is. Not be able to figure. Maybe get somebody from behind, sneak up on him. Something. Yeah, well, that's a signature, right? No, that's a back fist. Just don't know what that. I went top rope with her, and that didn't do it. Well, okay. We got like somebody in the corner. Eddie Kingston barely hanging on. Have to back off. Like a dragon suplex by Kenny Omega in a second. Those snapdragons by Omega. Chuck Taylor eliminated by Omega. Jungle Boy Jack Perry into the match. Kenny Omega's got a special. Trying to stay away from Kenny. Use Kingston as a buffer. Take my chances with Jungle Boy. Eddie Kingston eliminated by Kenny Omega. Sammy Guevara seen posing up there on the stage. One-winged angel by Omega. And Jungle Boy Jack Perry. Side Russian leg sweep on Omega by Kairi Hojo. Drop kick by Sammy Guevara on Jungle Boy Jack Perry. I mean, there's Kairi Hojo trying to lock up with Kenny Omega. Clothesline by Omega. The strength of Sammy Guevara on the display there. Snap suplex. Kairi Hojo with that signature, Kenny Omega. Look at that back fist to the face. Sammy Guevara takes the offense to Jungle Boy. Drop kick, that's not enough yet to get Omega second. Omega stuck but not budging. A third time was the charm. There goes Omega. Matt Hardy enters the match. Trying with a special. It's elusive special. Jungle Boy, let's see. I get somebody in the corner, but may not have that luxury. Maybe I will. We'll see. Got 9 eliminations to this point. It's Kairi Hojo. I need more than that if I'm going to win. This Casino Battle Royale match. There's Jungle Boy, Sammy Guevara, Matt Hardy. I'm really hurting there is Kairi Hojo. She's been in there since the beginning. Matt Hardy, MMA there with Jungle Boy. Broken up by Sammy Guevara. Side swipe on that drop kick attempt by Kairi. Need to get away from Matt Hardy. He's got his signature. I'm trying to get away from him. I'm drop kicking Jungle Boy after all that. It's AEW Fight Forever. NashvilleLou live with the Twitchy Tides game coming up. Got 15 people in there at the moment. If you want to join the list, just type !play in chat. I'm in trouble getting Kairi to actually go for some sort of a strike there on Jungle Boy. There we go. Matt Hardy got to watch out. He's got a special. Gonna be a twist of fate on Sammy Guevara. Matt Hardy taking him down. Danger for Sammy. That's no walk-up needed there. Could have been doing it wrong. Just punish him with backhands. Back fists. Again. There goes Matt Hardy. MJF is Jungle Boy gets thrown out. MJF is the joke or the final entrant. It's down to this. What luck for MJF getting here at this point when it's down to Kairi Hojo, Sammy Guevara, and a fresh MJF into the match. MJF is a special. Kairi going for that stretch muffler. Stay away from MJF if you can, but when you're down to 3, there's not much room. Running knee lift by Sammy Guevara takes down Kairi. Knee lift from MJF on Sammy. I'll just lay here and sell for a minute. Take a Roman Reigns style nap. MJF taking the... I'll just lay there for a minute. MJF taking it to Sammy. Drop kick by Guevara on MJF. Sammy's got a special. Sammy gonna hit the GTH. No, it's a flip through by MJF. Maxwell Jacob Friedman. On the offense there. And MJF by far the freshest. He was the joke or the final entrant. Sammy's gonna do a pose. Good for him. Kairi's catching a power nap there in the corner. Enzugiri by Sammy Guevara on MJF. Sammy's got a special. And Sammy Guevara's gonna hit the GTH on MJF. And it's head damage from Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Kairi just writhing there. Let these two wear each other out. Big chop. Sammy again with a special. MJF eliminated by Sammy Guevara. Now get up. Do me a favor. Get rid of him. Uh-oh. Sammy that flip to us. He was doing who a favor. GTH on Kairi by Sammy. That's his finisher. Big chop. Sammy Guevara. He's going to go for another GTH. Can I reverse it? Can I block it? Nope. I tried. GTH, and that one really connected. Danger for Kairi. Oh, Kairi's in the fighting spirit back up. Oh, that chop. That chop. Uh-oh. Sammy. Got a special again. Trying to throw Kairi, luckily at the far side of the ring. Spin kick by Kairi. Connects. Their special ran out. It's kind of what I was waiting on there for Sammy. Into his pose. Spin kick. Sammy wasn't ready for it. He missed with a kick. Sammy Guevara and Kairi Hojo, the final two in this Casino Battle Royale match. Kick from Guevara. Kyrie hanging on. There goes Kyrie. Sammy wins.
Winner of this match, they call him the Spanish God, Sammy Guevara.
If you're like me, you are out of breath. What a great match we've had tonight.
All right. So we've got 15 people in for what will be the last Twitchy Tides game of the broadcast. I'll join with exclamation mark play. I use the Lulu fish. That'll get us to 16. So if you wanted for this last game, last chance to get in with exclamation mark play. But for the winner of this game, the prize will be a Blockchain Brawlers deck card, an item from the NashvilleLou collection, and then a Pen Art Valentine 2025 pack. Valentine's Day is just 2 days away. So with that in mind, I want to get those sent out here in a timely manner. So that was the prize for the first winner a couple hours ago, and then that'll be part of the prize as well here for this last winner. So let's go through this list of participants. We've got DeBoer JS, Jamie Penguins, Zach Bonifer, Vonnie T, Jungle Banano, Aegis 2017, Cesaro NLV, Random King, Parrots, Viper Czar, Loire, 15 Gracious, me, NashvilleLou with a Lulu fish, BG Dub, Benar Bahai, OP Influencer, Autumn's Toys, that's 17 participants. By win, prize goes to second place. This fifth game of the broadcast begins now. Good luck. It's Twitchy Tides, NashvilleLou Live. 17 fish in there right away. That depth charge takes out Loire and Aegis down to 15. Big Worm with a hook takes out Jungle Banana. Mr. Crab showing up here. Krabby Mike's the newest character in the game. Known for oh, is that Parrot doing something with that King Crab? There's Krabby Mike. Look out for those claws. I've got Krabby Mike set at 2 kills maximum per appearance. I get away from saying crossing because it doesn't really cross. Kind of rides around the side of the board. Are any stragglers just hanging out there, chilling on the side. Down to a dozen. Pink Felicia takes out Parrots. Also took out my Lulu fish. So the remaining players, you've got a top 10 finish. But who's going to be the winner? Depth charge. DeBoer JS and Zach Bonifer are out. And the 8 players remaining. More than half the field is out. There's Krabby Mike. Random King and 15 Gracious out. We're down to 6 remaining. It's Twitchy Tides here on NashvilleLou Live. A look out there for Debo the Shark, but I think that super spin from Autumn's Toys is a bit of a deterrent there. Vonnie T is out. Jamie Penguins is out. We're down to the final 4. Autumn's Toys, Cesaro NLV, Benar Bahai, and BG Dub. Krabby Mike takes out BG Dub. There's one more kill for this appearance. That super spin from Autumn's Toys to avoid those claws. It's Autumn's Toys, Cesaro NLV, Benar Bahai, the final 3 in this Twitchy Tides game here on NashvilleLou Live. It's Debo the Shark going left to right. Taking out Cesaro, we're down to the final 2. Benar and Autumn's Toys, the last 2. It looks like this Debo the Shark taking out Autumn's Toys, and that's the game. So congratulations, Benar Bahai. Second win here in 5 games. Congratulations. And along with that for the top 10, So everybody above me from DeBoer JS on up, you got a top 10 finish out of it, all the way up to number 1, and your winner, Bernard Bahai, with the victory. Oh, there's Kairi Hojo hanging after the match. What I intended to have up here was this. There's the slate. Do a raid over to Sensei Bullrog here in a moment, do a sig out, have a cut point for VOD. That's going to do it for this broadcast of NashvilleLou Live. I'm your host, Lou Pickney. Thanks for watching. See you next time.